Welcome to the 20th episode of Zooming In with Gen Z. I'm your host, Haley Taylor Schlitz. Thanks for being here. Before we get started, I would like to remind you all to please like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe. Not only does this help you stay up on our fantastic conversations, but it allows the algorithm to do its thing so others can tune in too. Also, before we get started, happy MLK weekend. Thank you for being here on this fantastic motivational Saturday. If you're Gen Z, stop scrolling. You need to hear this news. TikTok versus Spotify. Interesting already. Before we get into the story, where is your vote? TikTok or Spotify? Okay, hear this quote from Bloomberg. The one app beloved by Gen Z is TikTok. Spotify has long seen TikTok as a friend and a funnel. People hear a song on TikTok and then go to Spotify to listen to the whole thing. But TikTok is now more of a foe in a lot of emerging markets, places where Spotify needs to grow to keep Wall Street happy. TikTok has introduced its own music service, Resso, in Brazil, Indonesia, and India, and it's starting to get a following. Spotify believes its concerns about Gen Z could also present an opportunity. TikTok is more of a direct substitute for YouTube and Instagram than Netflix or Spotify. That's why YouTube has invested so much in its new short-form video product Shorts. While TikTok competes with Spotify for time spent, it is not a direct competitor in audio apart from Resso. When it comes to audio, Spotify is already ahead of many of its direct competitors. What do you all think? Is TikTok replacing YouTube? I definitely see it. I less so see TikTok replacing Instagram because one is video-centered and the other is picture-centered. TikTok will never replace Netflix. I think we can all agree to that. What Netflix provides, TikTok is not designed for, nor is that their goal, and vice versa. TikTok versus Spotify, though? Right now, there is no direct competition. To the contrary, as stated at the beginning, they work together. That is because, like TikTok is not made for full long videos or long shows or movies, it is also not made for full long songs or podcasts. To get that experience, you need to go elsewhere. But if TikTok starts to make available options of playlists for full songs and podcasts, that is much more convenient and definitely threatens Spotify. What do you think? Who do you like more? Would you drop Spotify if TikTok upgraded? Pro sports leagues are chasing Gen Z where it plays. Hear this quote from the New York Times. The NFL team with gamer Ninja. Major League Baseball recruited influencers to produce TikTok content for the World Series under the hashtag MLB Creator Class. The NBA co-founded the professional NBA 2K Esports League and tied it to individual franchises. The league's marketing officers share a philosophy: meet young fans where they are. That means using digital tools like Snapchat, Twitch, and YouTube and TikTok as a way to get teenagers to engage with their sports and tune into games wherever they're shown. The leagues have become fluent in the jargon of digital media and say the digital platforms attract billions of views and likes. For the major sports leagues, attracting young audiences is a matter of survival. Whether the leagues like it or not, American society has crossed a Rubicon that imperils the business of traditional sports. For the first time, children ages 12 to 17 place a higher priority on being alone or spending time online rather than hanging out with friends or family, let alone tossing a baseball or shooting hoops in the driveway. That easy access to video games and social media platforms has taken a toll on participation in youth sports. And the pandemic snapped the enthusiasm of young athletes even further. Do you guys watch the major sports leagues on social media? Does it inspire you to get active or shoot some hoops in the driveway? I guess I can say it does for me. Go check out the story to find out more. Also, do you play video games? What's your favorite game? Let us know in the comments. Gen Z is less optimistic about homeownership. Are we? I have heard the exact opposite as well. Let's hear what DS News has to say. The wild optimism that Gen Z expressed 3 years ago about owning a home in the future has yet to come to fruition, as only 29% of them have purchased a home thus far. Overall, home sharing is most popular among adult Gen Z, with nearly 1/4 of respondents currently living with friends or roommates compared to only 7% of millennials and 5% of Gen X who reside in a similar setup, the survey said. Gen Z respondents are also the most likely to live in an intergenerational household, with 14% sharing their home with 2 or more other generations. That's similar to 11% of Gen Xers who are living in the same type of household. That is crazy, but not unbelievable. Like I said, I've heard the exact opposite as well, though. Are you excited about buying a home? Let us know in the comments. What's on your coffee table? The book of the episode is The Velvet Rope Economy by Nelson Schwartz. Hear this quote from Goodreads to learn more. In nearly every realm of daily life, from healthcare to education, highways to home security, there is an invisible velvet rope that divides how Americans live. On one side of the rope, for a price, red tape is cut, lines are jumped, appointments are secured, and the doors are open. On the other side, middle and working class Americans fight to find an empty seat on the plane, a place in line with their kids at the amusement park, or a college acceptance, or a hospital bed. We are all aware of the gap between the rich and everyone else, but when we weren't looking, business innovators stepped in to exploit it, shifting services away from the masses and finding new ways to profit by serving the privileged. And as decision makers and corporate leaders increasingly live on the friction-free side of the velvet rope, they are less inclined to change or even notice the obstacles everyone else must contend with. I am enjoying this read because it is very important to discuss the inequality different demographics face in income and wealth. From access to jobs to access to what money can buy, this book covers how businesses exploit what people want to gain from their money. Not just material gains, but experiences. They want others to envy them, they want to feel secure, or they want to have ease in accessing specific experiences. This book goes into the nuances of what income and wealth inequality really does. Issues such as reparations, bringing up those who were enslaved and kept economically behind for hundreds of years, making it incredibly difficult to compete with the access to and accumulation of wealth to this day, are ones that easily build off this book. Conversations about how to disperse the wealth in America more equitably or allow access to wealth via good jobs or savings make more accessible, or both, are easy build-offs from this book as well. This book allows for a variety of deep, necessary conversations. This book is a fantastic intellectual read. Never heard of it? Or maybe you have. Let us know if you have read this book or plan on reading it. Also tell us if you like it. All in the comments. Are you binging anything at the moment? Can I give you a good show recommendation? Check out Black Mirror on Netflix. Hear this quote from IMDb with more info on the series. An anthology series exploring a twisted high-tech multiverse where humanity's greatest innovations and darkest instincts collide. Set in a world only minutes from our own Black Mirror unveils how modern technology can backfire and be used against their makers. Every episode set in a slightly different reality with different characters combating different types of technologies. Let's take a look at the preview for Season 4. Cue the video. I know you're interested. I'm enjoying this series because it really opens your eyes to what is possible with technology. None of the episodes are too far out of reach, and that's the scary part. They play on the realities of human beings and current technology and take it only one step further. Because of this, each episode demonstrates a way our technology could possibly develop, each its own semi-hell for reality or choices. This series is a fantastic series for those of you who want a semi-sci-fi series. It is science, but it is human. And it's fiction, but it has many real elements to it. What about you? Is it on your watch list, or have you seen it already? Leave a comment letting us know. Also, keep us posted and let us know if you like it or not. We just got a new song for our playlist. This may be unexpected, but we're going with My Shot from the musical Hamilton. I chose this song because this is the first episode after the 1 year of the treason at our Capitol. Gen Z and others who truly understand the meaning, impact, and issues with what happened just over a year ago. We can't throw away our shot. As we come of age, as we take our seats at the table, as we gain power, as we speak up and speak out, and as we take action and get into good trouble, we must do so with efficiency, urgency, and pride. We can't throw away our shot. Have you heard this song? Do you like it? I love it. Let us know in the comments. By the way, if you ever want to go through our playlist, check out our Spotify. Just look it up on Spotify. Next in line is our zooming in segment. Let's take a look at who's being magnified for their magnificence or misbehavior. Hear this quote from the Daily News. Students across New York City walked out of their schools just before noon Tuesday to protest COVID-19 safety conditions in their classrooms. But there's more. Hear this quote from the story. It's unclear how many students citywide joined in the social media fueled protests. But at Brooklyn Technical High School, the city's largest, an estimated 600 kids poured out into 18-degree temperatures to call attention to what they described as an unsafe and chaotic environment at their school with the ongoing viral surge driven by the highly contagious Omicron variant. Here is some video from New York City and Chicago walkouts. For starters, it is amazing to see action being taken against the neglect of COVID-19 precautions. COVID has been a pandemic for years now, and that is for a multitude of reasons, including those who do not wear masks, get vaccinated, quarantine, or in other ways careless. It is inspiring to see our youth speak up and take action against this. There are so many adults who are not only too fearful to do what these students are doing, but there are so many adults who are the problem. This is true in many, many other aspects of our educational system, as we have seen in previous episodes, and as we see in the news and possibly experience ourselves. But it is always inspiring to see our youth get in good trouble. Second, there's a reason why this is in our zooming in section. These actions by our youth point toward a better future for so many reasons. From the future of COVID to this generation's future, stories like this really are telling when it comes to the values and standards of our generation. This story is just one of many that could demonstrate exactly where Gen Z stands on intolerance, carelessness, stupidity, and ignorance toward COVID and COVID-19 safety precautions. Additionally, this attitude of speaking up and out, taking action, and getting into good trouble is showing the potential of rippling into the rest of injustices we see in our education system and onward. From racism to sexism, these students are not afraid to speak their mind and fight for what's right. Check out the Blavity story I wrote on this topic and how inspiring it is at Blavity, pretty much. And your Zoom call to action, of course, you must be wondering. A perfect segue. Get in good trouble. We are celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday this weekend. Gen Z, we have the responsibility to speak out and engage on issues. Get educated about issues, do your own research, or reach out to those you know who are active. Then speak up and speak out and take action yourself. Get on social media and like, share, comment, reshare, subscribe, follow, and amplify important messages and news, such as the protests we previously discussed. Talk to your friends, family, and neighbors. Talk to your peers, teachers, and counselors. Share what happened and empower others to get in good trouble. Volunteer. Get involved with nonprofits and get active at school with clubs and even your own protests. Donate to causes. Support. Take action and get in good trouble. Nothing is too small. And, very importantly, vote in every election. Your vote is your voice. You can speak up and speak out. You can take action and get in good trouble. You can inspire others and amplify. You can be an activist. But if you're silent when your voice is needed for change, all your activism can only reach so far. That's all, folks. Episode 20 of Zooming In with Gen Z is all wrapped up. Thanks so much for joining us today. Please like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe for more. Plus, when you do that, it allows others to check out our conversations too. We will be back here in 2 weeks at 2 p.m. Central Time with more conversations. A shout out of thanks to Citizen Ed for providing us with this platform to talk about the issues we care about. See you guys in 2 weeks. How do I zoom out on this thing?